What's up guys, Expensiv Gaming here bringing you guys another video. In today's video we're going to be going over my top 10 tricks on how you can really improve your game in Tom Clancy Rainbow Six Siege. My first tip is going to be to always check feet on these barricades like this, the one in front of me here. It's actually essential that when you're on defense that if you can actually sit and watch these feet before someone comes up and either breaches it or punches a hole through it or chucks a fuse through it, you can actually see their feet and you can actually start shooting at them before they can even put the breach up or put the fuse through or start punching holes through it. So it's really essential that you use that to your full advantage and you always kind of maybe camp out and have eyes on that gap. And it's the same with attack. If you're on attack and you want to kind of come in, pretend I'm on attack now, and maybe check that, and you can actually kind of get a little bit of sight to see if anyone's kind of around that barricade, maybe camping up behind it or camping down in the base somewhere, and who knows, you may be lucky and pick up that extra kill. My second tip is going to be not to camp by vents. So I've purposely set up myself right by this vent here. Now a lot of people don't actually know that, similar to the feet thing, you can actually shoot through them, and I've actually seen a lot of people pick up kills through these drone vents. So for example, if I was here, I was on defense, I thought I was safe here, I thought I had eyes on the stairs, eyes on this door, and a bit of, coverage over here. I thought, sweet, yep, all of a sudden, I start getting home, like, well, where's this coming from? It's not coming from in front of me. Look behind myself, and it's that vent, because someone's actually gone down, they've looked under it, they've seen your just body there, and they've just sprayed, started shooting through it, and they've picked up the kill. So that's just an obvious tip, but it's actually quite handy because you do get a lot of people who don't actually notice it, and once you get used to noticing it, you're never going to really camp by them ever again because you know you can get killed. So yeah, that's my second tip. My third tip is to always put grips on your weapon. The vertical grip is a real good and cheap attachment to put on your weapons. It really does stop the recoil. Nowhere near as, it doesn't make it like perfectly straight, but with a bit of control on your analog stick, you can actually make the vertical grip really useful, and it really helps you get headshots and a little bit more successful with your aim. Because in the start of this game, I know when I first started way back in the beta, I shot guns coming from Black Ops 3, and I shot this and I was like, wow, I was just freaking all over the show. I was like, what is with this, man? And then chucked the grip on, got used to controlling the recoil on each different gun, and eventually got used to just, getting used to it, basically. So that's my third tip. My fourth tip is going to be to bring C4s with you into the battle. I do prefer them over other things on defense like barbed wire and that, because you can pretty much use them as a grenade, because you obviously can't select frags and stuff when you're on defense. So if you can get good with a C4, you'll find yourself actually being able to use it pretty much as a frag grenade. I mean, not exactly like I can throw that and then it explodes or whatever. And then with a C4, you've obviously got to, click the button after you've done it and stuff, but sometimes that can be a bit more helpful because you control when you want it to explode. So for example, if I had a C4 right now, someone came, instead of throwing the frag there and it blowing at a random time, I could come up, throw it, go in the corner and boom, blow it when you kind of know that it's going to be right next to him. But that's another thing that I would recommend bringing a C4 with you, is because you can use it with riot shields. So say a riot shield was coming through the store, front on, blitz, Montaigne, whatever. A real good one's Montaigne when his shield's fully extended out. You can run up to him, throw your C4, boom, blow it up, and he's dead. So that's basically a real good way of countering Montaigne and just any shield guy that's crouched down, because front on, they're pretty much invincible because your bullets aren't going to do anything shooting at them. They're just going to creep up on you and eventually just, hip fire you until you're dead. So C4 is another real good one to bring with you into the battle. So that's my fourth tip. My fifth tip is going to be to always have a flanker on defense. You get a lot of teams that just cramp up into the room. So say we're defending here and we'd have the whole team on here, all 5 of us on this one place, all camping out, watching all the doors and that. But a real good way to start actually picking up kills and catching the attackers off guard is to have a flanker. So say we're down here, it's not 100%, but it's pretty clear that you're going to get at least one person maybe come from the roof, check out a roof breach, and eventually end up coming down these stairs. So if you were to quickly think ahead and maybe go and hide somewhere, for example, you'd reinforce that, they might come through here and camp out here, not miles away from the objective, but just far enough so that you can kind of eventually flank them. So, you know, the attackers are going to either be aware or not be aware of flankers. So if you get them and they're kind of just off guard, you get them, they're going down these stairs, maybe even a whole team or just one or two players have decided to come down these stairs here to check out the objective. They're not going to be on full awareness because obviously they're just getting to the objective. They're not really going to be expecting many people to be around anywhere else. So that's when you'd creep up. Boom, you'd see them coming down, maybe quickly just go, boom, go and kill them, perhaps even just follow them down even more and then end up getting them all, like maybe one or two people. So basically just always having that flanker, maybe one or two, just spread out along the map, not all on the objective, so that you can kind of even catch the people off guard a little bit more. So that there, my fifth tip. My sixth tip is going to be, don't rush through doors when you're on attack. So for example, there's a barricade here, we're coming in, it's the first time to come through the building, we're miles away from the objective and on attack, and we're all rushing through, busting holes, you're coming around, and then boom, the last tip I gave you about flankers, that could be happening to you right in that very moment. You could be rushing towards the objective and then bang, all of a sudden someone's behind you and kind of shot you in the back of the head, and they've killed you because you were basically rushing and you weren't aware. So basically this tip is just telling you that when you're on attack, to always be aware and take things slow. So for example, just, you know, come in, go slow, don't rush, just, oh, I've got to get to the objective, not much time or whatever. You know, you've got plenty of time to just slow it down, chill out, listen, use your headphones, use your speakers to listen in, see what's going on, and kind of just take things slow so that you're not at risk of running into a trip mine by Capkin or, you know, getting flanked. So my next tip is going to be to crouch when you're either on the flank or you're just, you know, in need of being quiet. Not many people realize that crouching actually makes your footsteps a lot quieter. So for example, just you might not notice it, you might not have a good enough headset or whatever, but you don't even really need the best headset in the world to realize that you can actually hear a lot more footsteps when someone's running than when they're crouching. So I just really recommend that getting into crouching and using it, and it's going to be a real good way for you guys to actually either listen in and get a few more kills or save your ass in more situations. So here we've gone and lost the round. What a shame. 1v no one. I've lost. So yeah, my next tip is going to be to reinforce roof breaches. So we're heading into defense here. The timing's just right. So I will get 2 reinforced barriers now. So I don't really need to show you guys me reinforcing a roof breach, but we're going to spawn right in on one here. So a lot of people don't know that these pieces of woods here, you can actually go up to them and you can chuck a reinforced wall on them. It's not a reinforced wall, reinforced barrier. So there you go. A lot of people don't know that you can actually reinforce those things. So for example, if there was a bunch of players down here, if Fuse comes along now to come and maybe chuck a fuse through, he can't do that because it's reinforced, and you can't chuck a normal breach charge on it, you can't shoot through it. The only thing you can do is chuck a thermite on it. So that's basically just letting you guys know that you can reinforce those things. A lot of people may already know that, but I know when I started in the beta, I wasn't 100% aware of it, and I thought I'd just leave it in here as a tip for you guys to kind of just have in your knowledge now. So next tip is going to be use your drones on attack. You would have no idea how much people do not use that drone you get on attack. You get the drone that you send in, when you first go through the preparation phase or whatever it is on attack, you go in and try find them and see what they're up to and find the bomb or hostage or whatever. And if that drone doesn't get taken out, you can actually go back in and pilot that again and start driving it around. Or if it has been taken out, you get one drone that you can send in. On PS4 it's the right analog stick to send it back in, sorry, the right bumper, send that in, and you can actually go and do the exact same thing like you're doing that scouting out phase again. And that's really good for going and scanning more players, or if it's gotten down to like a 1v2 or something and you're not really in the goods, so you kind of need to know what they're doing because it's obviously going to help you a lot more. That's where you can go ahead and use that drone that you've still got to quickly go down there, boost down into their area, check it all out, see where they are, and kind of see what they're doing. So yeah, basically just letting you guys know that using that drone will give you that upper hand. So my last tip, guys, it's a pretty obvious tip, but it's a tip that a lot of people don't think of doing because they think it's gonna bring them out of the battle for too long, but it's actually to use the cameras on defense. And the best time to use the cameras, in my opinion, is as soon as they spawn, because when you're on defense and as soon as they spawn, if you go into your cameras, you quickly flick through the cameras outside and you find where they've spawned and you can get scans on them. You can actually scan the whole team, you pick up a bunch of points, and you can actually pick up what operators they're using, and that's the main reason. So for example, you go in, you scan them, you find out they've got Fuse, they've got Thermite, whoever, they've got Twitch. That gives you instant knowledge, literally instant knowledge. Before, basically seconds of the battle started, you know that you could be expecting a Fuse, you're going to be expecting a Thermite, so it gives you more time to know like where you're going to watch. And Twitch, you're going to have a little drone running around zapping you on the ass every 5 seconds and just general stuff like that. And also check them, even just halfway through battles and stuff, quickly check where they are, where they're coming through, if they're going back up the stairs for a roof breach, or they're coming in about to breach the building, and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, never be too short to check the cameras, guys, because they really do help out on defense a lot. So yeah, that's basically it, guys. That's my top 10 tricks for you guys. I hope you guys are all enjoying my videos. I'm doing my best to keep posting and keep bringing this stuff for you guys. I know the game's only been out about a month now, so all my videos, they might not be like pro or whatever, but they're going to be helping out the new people to the game, and they're going to be giving everyone that extra knowledge and maybe stuff that they weren't already aware of, like I say, quite a bit. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe to my channels. I'll be bringing up more vids, and yeah, have a great day.